The 1950s, a time of poodle skirts, rock and roll, and etiquette rules that might raise an eyebrow or two today. Let's take a stroll down memory lane and explore some charming customs from this bygone era that added a touch of elegance to everyday life. First up, the art of the handwritten thank you note. In the 1950s, expressing gratitude wasn't a quick text or email. It was a carefully crafted message penned by hand, showing real effort and thought. While we've traded fountain pens for keyboards, there's still something special about receiving a handwritten note in our digital age. Now picture this. It's dinner time in a 1950s household. But before sitting down to enjoy a home-cooked meal, the family changes into their best outfits. Even for a simple dinner of meatloaf and mashed potatoes, dressing up was the norm. It turned an ordinary evening into an occasion, celebrating family time in style. Today, we might find it a bit much, but there's a certain charm in making every meal feel special. When dining out, gentlemen often took the lead in ordering for their dates. Imagine a dimly lit restaurant, the clink of cutlery, and a suave gentleman confidently selecting meals for two. While this practice might seem outdated now, it was once seen as a gallant gesture. These days, we value personal choice and see menu browsing as part of the dining experience. Speaking of dining out, in the 1950s, it was a given that men would always pick up the tab. It was a way of saying, "I've got this." Fast forward to today, and couples often split the bill or take turns paying. It's less about chivalry and more about equality and shared experiences. Here's a quaint custom. Gentlemen walking on the curbside to protect their ladies from splashes. It was a small act that showed care and respect, turning a simple walk into a scene from a romantic movie. While we might not worry as much about puddles today, these little gestures can still add a touch of old-school charm to our modern world. In the 1950s, talking about money in social settings was considered taboo. Financial discussions were kept behind closed doors, emphasizing discretion and social grace. Nowadays, younger generations are more open about money matters, from student loans to budgeting tips. This shift has reshaped how we connect, blending the polite charm of the past with today's need for financial transparency. Lastly, let's not forget the classic hand kiss as a greeting. A slight bow, a gentle grasp of fingers, and a soft kiss on the knuckles. It was the epitome of charm and sophistication. While you might rarely see it today, it's a delightful reminder of a time when social interactions were infused with a touch of movie-like romance. Looking back at these old traditions, we can see how they made everyday moments feel special. While times have changed, there's still value in celebrating life's simple pleasures. It's a reminder that sometimes it's the little things that leave a lasting impression.